Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going over some improvements coming to Grand Theft Auto Online, improvements in quotation marks. A lot of these are actually improvements, but some people are definitely going to be a little bit pressed. Now, this information came out, TGG has already covered this, and I think The Professional and probably a lot of other GTA YouTubers, probably some really bad ones too at that. But anyway, apologies for covering this so late. I did not realize that something new had come out for GTA. I was out all day playing basketball. We're gonna go ahead and get started with this. So I'm just live scrolling on the website here, boys. So you guys are seeing this as I'm seeing it. So we got some upcoming improvements to the GTA Online experience coming as part of the Criminal Enterprises on July 26th. Along a host of new gameplay additions, a fleet of new vehicles, and much more to come next week and in the weeks to follow, GTA Online The Criminal Enterprises will implement a significant number of overall experience improvements, including many requested by the players via the GTA Online feedback website. So we didn't think Rockstar ever looked at this, but it turns out they were, I guess, so that's good. Thanks in no small part to this vast resource from our community, we have a wide range of improvements and upgrades to the overall experience of GTA Online for all current platforms, including the latest generation of consoles. So, starting off, business protections and upgrades. Starting July 26th, players will be able to engage in business activities, including sell missions in private, invite-only sessions. We already kind of knew this. You can do all sorts of stuff, allowing business owners to source and sell at their own pace or with their friends. Players on all platforms can easily find a new session by bringing up the pause menu, selecting online, and hitting find new session. Players can also continue to sell their goods in public sessions, and those who do will receive an increased high demand bonus for their efforts. So if you still do want to do your sell missions in public sessions, there will be an increase to the high demand bonus for how many players are in your session that you're selling in. So if you guys are risk takers, you could do that, maybe secure yourself a little extra money. Now, the first thing that I noticed is they're adding low grip tires here to every car in the game. So you don't have to do a glitch anymore. You can just simply bring any car in the game, once this update comes out, of course, to the Los Santos car meet and add low grip tires on them. Now, this is going to be really awesome because it's going to allow you to drift pretty much any vehicle in the game, which is really, really sick. So I think that's a huge improvement already right off the bat. On top of that, there's some more stuff coming. So it says vehicle customization enhancements and changes. So this first one, it says, everything can be equipped with low grip tires. Vehicles will be delivered faster when requesting from the mechanic. Players will no longer incur a charge for destroying another player's weaponized personal vehicle, avoiding penalties for those who return fire and successfully neutralize attackers. So that's really good. I like that. The Avenger and Mobile Operations Center vehicle workshops will accommodate any vehicle that can fit, as opposed to only select vehicles. Now, this is of course excluding the Oppressor Mark II because that is only being able to be modified in the Terabyte as usual. The number of ownable properties will be increased from 8 to 10, so that's where we're getting the extra 20 garage slots. So that's good, I guess. Legendary Motorsport and Southern San Andreas Super Autos will feature new filters and browsing shortcuts which can be tabbed using L1 or R1 or LB or RB on console. That is something to look forward to because if you know anything about scrolling down the websites, like especially on PC, but on console too, it is a really painful experience. So I'm looking forward to that not really being a thing anymore, maybe. So we'll see. Now, they talk a little bit about the Oppressor Mark II nerf here. Countermeasures have increased cooldowns and fewer overall uses. The homing missiles are worse. Now, they've also buffed the Sparrow. It has chaff and flare countermeasures now available when being modified inside the Kusaka to make it less vulnerable. So that's pretty interesting. The Sparrow is getting a little bit of a buff. The Sparrow, I think, was actually pretty good by itself, but a little buff to the Sparrow, it might not be so bad. I think that's okay. Next up, we have general improvements, whether it's assisting Franklin in his recovery of Dr. Dre's missing music or partying in the music locker, visiting El Rubio's tropical haven, or simply wreaking havoc with friends across the city. Players across Southern San Andreas can look forward to a slew of new, highly requested improvements. So, when delivering security contracts back to the agency, you'll be able to enter via a helicopter or walk through the roof entrance, which that is actually really nice to have. And when managing the auto shop business, your staff will be much more likely to successfully deliver a customer's vehicle without issue. So it sounds like they might actually be worth having. So that is pretty cool. To make getting around certain locations easier, players will be able to jog inside the Diamond Casino and Resort, the Music Locker, and nightclubs. Thank you, that is a huge improvement. Players will be able to purchase max ammo for all weapons at once in the interaction menu, so you don't have to go to each individual, you can just press buy all and it'll do that, so that'll be sick. Players will also have easier access to snacks and armor through a single input while the weapon wheel is up. Plus, if a player fails and quick restarts a mission, snacks will be restocked to however many they started the mission with. Now that's also a huge improvement. We really like that. Players will now be able to immediately hang up phone calls from several contacts when they offer missions rather than being forced to listen to the full call before they can hang up. Fuck you, English Dave, you piece of shit. You're not gonna get us to listen to you anymore. So that's awesome. PC players will have the option to disable the in-game chat. Thank you. No more spam bots. That's awesome. That's a huge bonus already. To reduce instances of griefing, the kill death statistic will no longer be affected by kills made in free mode. Going forward, this ratio will only be affected by kills scored in competitive gameplay. That's a nice little change. Hopefully these KD griefing nerds will stop what they're doing. I would like that. After their initial visit, players will be able to spend more time scoping out Cayo Perico and can get caught more times before being kicked off the island. So that's kind of cool. I guess they're kind of encouraging us to explore Cayo Perico a little bit more. The race creator will also be getting an assortment of updates, more checkpoints, more player limits, transform races will have more players, and a number of fixtures that can be removed on the last generation of consoles, the latest generation of consoles that is. All platforms will now be able to create RC Bandito races, which is pretty cool. There's a new anti-grief ghosting option to ghost players that are driving in the wrong direction, so that is really sick. If you've ever been griefed in a race like that, that is really frustrating, so that's really nice to have as well. As you guys can see here, we're going down a little bit more. We got payout increases. So the criminal enterprises will also include increased GTA money payouts on a number of activities in GTA Online, giving both new and veteran players greater freedom to play the content they enjoy the most and get what they want faster. Changes to these payouts will of course combine and stack with our ongoing weekly bonuses, meaning even bigger payouts going forward for taking part in your favorite game modes during special events. So races are going to pay an average of 50% more money. That is really awesome. We obviously really like that. The prize pool for premium races will also be increased, and players who are finishing in 4th or worse will also receive payouts now instead of getting absolutely nothing. Adversary modes are getting an average of a 50% increase in money. So the average of the 50% increase plus like triple or quadruple money will be absolutely insane. You'll actually be able to make quite a lot of money from adversary modes and from races now too. So that's sick. Heists are also getting a bit of an update here. To encourage group play, all players joining heist setups will receive 50% more GTA money than the current payout. Additionally, the minimum cut for finales is now set at 15% for each member. The cost of the heist setup fees has been reduced across the board to $25,000, so that's a lot cheaper. That's really nice. Heist Finale rewards will offer an additional 75% on the Fleecy Job, the Humane Labs Raid, the Prison Break, and the Series A funding. Finale, so all of those ones, that's going to be really nice. Then the Pacific Standard Job Finale, Doomsday 1, 2, and 3 will also get an additional 50% bonus on top, so that's really sick. Now they are nerfing Cayo Perico, and that is the biggest news with this whole thing. With this update, all heists will be aligned to have the same cooldown timer of 1 in-game day when playing as a group. We will adjust specific aspects of the Cayo Perico heist finale to better balance a player's time spent in GTA Online. Solo playthroughs of the Cayo Perico heist finale will trigger a cooldown of 3 in-game days, so that's 3 times 48 minutes in real life, so it's a sizable amount of time. And after stealing a high-value primary target in Cayo Perico, the higher-value primary targets will appear less often for the next 72 hours, while the value of secondary targets will increase. This is intended to encourage exploration and cooperation between players, so that's kind of huge. That is a big nerf to Cayo Perico. So that's going to be hard for a lot of you guys, I'm sure, because I know a lot of you guys are grinding Cayo Perico all the time. So that is going to be a huge change that you're going to have to get used to, I guess. However, we do have the ability to earn more money in general in a lot of different ways now. So at least we do have that, I guess. Now in this section, this is pretty interesting. We have boosts for organization and MC members. So all of these people, like all of your MC helpers and everything like that, they're getting doubled. The payouts in general are getting doubled. So bodyguards, instead of getting like 10k every whatever it is 30 minutes, they'll get 20k, which honestly that's still not very good, but better than nothing, I guess. MC members in sale missions will get a double payout for what they do right now. So usually they get like 37k, so I guess they'll get double of that, depending on how big the sale is, of course. Bodyguards and associates will also now receive payouts for helping in sell missions. That was always something that really bothered me, as the associates literally got like piss all at the end of a sale mission, which is really annoying. So that should be really good. Hopefully they pay them well. Who knows? It is Rockstar, but we'll see, I guess. Now, and the fees for renaming your organization have also been reduced, which that's not really that important, but first time payout boosts as well. So for executives, bikers, gun runners, nightclub owners, all of your businesses are going to get boosted for your first sale missions. So for executives, there's triple payout for doing sale missions, which is crazy, for your first sale mission. So that's only for your first sale mission of special cargo. So if you've never done special cargo, stack that thing way up and then do the sale, because you'll get way more money. So that is actually really useful. Biker businesses will produce stock at 3 times their regular speed, returning to normal rates after your first sale mission is completed. So that's a nice little bonus as well. For gun running, research speeds are tripled for your first item, and production speeds are also tripled until you do your first sale mission as well. Nightclub owners, all business battle goods will contain triple the usual amount, returning to normal rates after your first sale mission is completed. Your first sell mission for each of the businesses listed above will reward double the usual GTA money amount. So that's pretty cool. Limited time payout boosts for MC presidents, VIPs, and CEOs. So for doing basically like club work, club challenges, member challenges, VIP work, everything is also getting doubled. So like Headhunter is going to be double money. Club work is also going to be double money. So that's really sick. And then we're at the end of the newswire here, boys. So yeah, guys, this is pretty sick. I mean, the Cayo Perico thing, kind of a bummer, but honestly, I feel like something had to happen. I mean, everyone was just grinding Cayo, and that was kind of it. So it's going to be a big change, but I think that it is a change that maybe kind of had to happen low-key. Anyway, again, sorry for this video being late. Apologies for that. If you did enjoy it, if you learned something, a like is of course appreciated. If not, dislike, subscribe if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.